What's up guys, how's it going? We got a new part for the 86 already. So I actually can't believe these are already here, but these are the genuine TRD side skirts from Japan for the kouki 86, so the second gen, and here they are. So yeah, this is already paint matched. K1X crystal white pearl has this awesome black plastic here that really sets off the skirt. Looks like you already have a side splitter on it, so I'll give you guys a closer look, of course. But yeah, super nice. I'm gonna ceramic coat them and everything before putting it on the car. We got some hardware, some clips. I believe there's no drilling involved with this skirt, so that's really nice. And of course we have a template. Yeah, let's take a closer look at the skirts. Tell you what guys, OEM quality cannot be beat. Crazy how I don't really see these skirts around here too much. I know, I mean, obviously people have them, but most people just get splitters and whatnot. But I think having the full side skirt looks so much better in my opinion. Probably not going to add a splitter or anything under this because it's already pretty aggressive. You can see from right here, look at that lip on the edge there. That is so cool. I feel like eventually I want to wrap this gloss black or something, but for now I think the matte should fit nicely with the matte front lip. On the back side there's double-sided tape, there's the gaskets as I mentioned, and you can see all the factory locations along the skirt here, so it should be a pretty simple install. But I'm gonna go ahead and ceramic coat these while they're off the car, and I'll catch up with you guys once we're ready to install. So here we got all the hardware that's included. We got these 2 pop clips right there, got 4 push clips there, got these inserts for the screws here, so these will go on the back side of the skirt as in the rear wheel well, and then you get 10 of these pop clips for the bottom of the side skirt. So there are already holes in the rocker panel, you just have to chip away the chip guard and these will pop right in there. So on the last page of the instruction manual you will see a diagram, probably the most understandable thing on this entire instruction booklet if you don't know how to read Japanese. So you can see the type of clips you need to use. Those smaller pop clips go in the front there, the big ones go in these spots on the bottom. The screwed part is in the back and the front has those push clips. So the rest is installed with double-sided tape, so this is pretty simple. Now the template, I'm guessing, is to ensure you have the placement correct, the back side that gets screwed on. So this is more of an alignment piece. Of course you want to make sure everything is straight before you tape everything down. First off, you should take off your wheels, jack up the car, get it in the air, because I'm pretty sure if you have any aftermarket wheels, you won't really be able to access the clips on the inside, and also you have to screw in the side skirt on the back. So I would just jack up the car, take the wheels off, just makes it so much easier. Here's all the hardware you need per side. I actually already have the other side installed, so you need 5 of those big clips that will go on the bottom, 2 of these push clips that will go into the front fender liner, that 1 clip over there that goes underneath towards the front, and then you need these 2 clips and 2 screws that will go into the back. And then take some scissors and find the template and go ahead and cut it out. This is the left hand side, aka driver's side, so you can go ahead and cut it out to the lines, and this should line up the side skirt to the back. But honestly, this really only goes on one way. You kind of just have to make sure you have these back clips in the right spot, so I'll show you guys that here and what to do. But before all that, since double-sided tape will be needed to adhere the side skirt, make sure you clean off everything, take off any wax, any dirt, etc., just to ensure it has the best bond. So once that's all cleaned up, head under the car and you will find 5 spots where they already have existing seals in it. So you can see it kind of looks like that. What you do is you just simply remove it. So if you take a flathead or a pry tool or something, that's all you do. Pop it right out just like that. You do that 4 more times along the bottom, and then this is where those big clips will go. So you can see it's a small rubber seal right there. Towards the front of the car you have a clip right here that is holding the fender liner, so go ahead and remove that while you're under here. And then you might as well take out the clips here inside the front fender well. It will only be the bottom, and the middle one. So now we head to the back of the car. This is where those screws will go in, and now you don't have to drill any holes in this kit. Those clips we showed earlier will slide into here, and this is where those screws will attach. So it's kind of like drilling into the car, but you're not really drilling into it since it's screwing on to the side. So this is where you can put your template on. This is to make sure you have the side skirt at the right height. Now the best way to throw this on is to follow the contours of the car with this template, and you can see this line, and then those top characters there is pointing to where the side skirt will end. So that is a good way to gauge where it's going to be. So that line is actually going to be right here where this seal starts, so that's where the side skirt will end up sitting. But just follow the curves of the car and this template and attach it. On your template you'll have two lines, so one up here, one down there. This marks where the bottom of this clip lands. So this goes in the car this way with the black part sticking into the body. So line up the bottom here with the bottom of that line, and that's where these will end up. And this is how they'll mount, by the way. So you see this raised part right there, make sure that is facing towards the front of the car because you want the threads to catch right there, so go in just like this. Go ahead and take your clip, just slides on pretty easy. So don't go too far because you'll end up doing that, and of course the screw won't go through that way. So it kind of has a stop with this plastic piece, so just stop it right there, get it lined up with that bottom piece. And assuming I've put this template on right, what I recommend doing, and I'll show you guys, is while mounting the side skirt, just push it up, because honestly you really want the gap up there to be as minimal as possible. But when I did that on the other side, it lined up perfectly. So yeah, get it right here, both clips. And then here's another gray area where I don't really know what to do other than just peel this off. It's gonna rip right there. I mean, you can't see it anyway, but yeah, you'll see. Once you have both those clips on there, you are pretty much ready to install the side skirt. So first off, you can see the double-sided tape that's pre-applied already. Remove the backing partially. Use some painter's tape to hold on the side so that the whole thing doesn't disappear on you. And this will be the final step, is when you finally press this into the body. But first off, what I did here, and I think this is what the instructions tell you, get the front clipped on first and then screw on the rears. I wouldn't screw it on all the way yet until you apply the bottom clips, so that it gives you some room to adjust if necessary. Alright, so you can use your jack to help you hold up the side, but what I'm going to do is clip in the front here. So this skirt really only fits in one way, so push this up against the car, put your jack to support you here, and then these clips just go right in just like that. These are those pop clips right here. Also watch out for your gaskets, make sure it's not folding underneath or anything. You want it to stay outside, of course. So now we're at the back of the car. Just lift this up, kind of get a feel for it. If you applied your template correctly, this line should be right about where that side skirt ends. So go ahead and start threading in the screws. Again, only partially so that you can adjust it later. See, I still have room to push it up, so make sure you have some room to play with there to ensure the best fitment, because if your fitment's whack, then the whole thing is whack. Once we get to the stage where we can screw on the back fully, we'll just push up, and you'll see there is a line on the car that you can follow. You can see there is a body line right there that should line up with the one on the side skirt. So you can see this one's pretty close, but we're gonna push it up slightly and it will be perfect once we do that. At this point, all we have left are our bottom clips. So take this smaller one here. This will go right under here where we took off that small clip for the fender liner. Honestly, these clips are super satisfying to push just like that and do that all across the bottom. Since we left those loose, look, we can still move the side skirt up. So what I did on the other side, pushed it up all the way. Of course, make sure your gaskets don't catch on anything. Judging by the body line and the one on the shirt, this position is perfect. So, and then get the bottom screwed in and the top. And that is perfect right there. And then finally we have all the tape to remove. So Be real careful not to tear the thing, otherwise you'll lose it. Carefully peel off the backing. Go ahead and press it. Go ahead and do it for the rest of the car. Just like that, you now have JDM TRD side skirts installed. So here's that body line I was talking about. You follow my finger right here. This line kind of comes down and should meet right where that is. So right where I'm pointing right there, that line should line up with this. As you can see, all around the corners are good. Be careful not to let your gasket kind of tuck under the skirt. I accidentally did that on this corner, so did have to mess with it a bit. Here's the other side. I did a much better job here, but if you end up doing that, it's not a huge deal. You can kind of peel it back and then fix it, but of course try not to do that if you can help it. But yeah, very easy install. You really can't beat OEM quality. Oh yeah, right here you can kind of see that body line a little better, and if you did it correctly, it should line up perfectly. So you will lose a bit of ground clearance with this side skirt. You can see my hand here and still go all the way up here. This is where the car is, so you kind of lose like an inch or so. Well, honestly, of course, it looks way better. But here's what the bottom looks like now with the side skirt installed. Pinch welds are still exposed, so if you're someone like me that likes to jack up the car from the side, you are perfectly fine. Of course, this kind of limits you. If you're super slammed, you might not be able to clear a jack, but I was able to clear the other side just fine. Yeah, now that we're installed, let's go ahead and put this on the ground and see what the car looks like. There we go, just had this in the way. So that will conclude the install, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully that helped some of you guys out that were looking to purchase this side skirt. All the instructions are in Japanese, but honestly it's pretty easy to understand with just the visual. Paint match is good. The fitment is spot on. I mean, obviously OEM part, you can't really expect anything less. Everything just fits together now in this car. We got the front lip, we got the side skirts, the black accent, it kind of flows together very nicely. And got the white wheels. Like, everything is coming together in this car faster than I've ever imagined it, at least aesthetically. Like I said before, I'm trying to get all the aesthetics mods out the way, or a majority of the mods, just so I can have the car looking pretty nice before I kind of dive into the performance mods per se. I am going to take my time with this car. I know it seems like I've done a lot already, but we still got a lot more to go, so yeah, step by step here, guys. Anyway, as always, check out Katana Style, my own lifestyle and apparel brand. We sell stickers. We have some jet tags right now. Maybe soon more hats, t-shirts, and license plate frames. Still developing those right now, but feel free to check out the site, katanastyle.com, and at katana.style on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at WoodIKGFX. Feel free to ask me any questions. I post a lot of updates on there, especially with my cars, so feel free to give me a follow, and I will catch you guys next time.